Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Precious Robins with Precious Pythons, and I am back with another video. For today's video, I am going to be weighing all of my breeder females and almost ready breeder females. I have paired just a few females here recently, but majority of my pairings will start right around December, probably January, so it'll be a late breeding season for me, but that's when the majority of my females will be ready. So I'm gonna go ahead, get to the intro, and then we'll start showing some snakes, taking some weights. So this is the biggest female that I have right now in my collection. She's sitting, as you can see, right at 1,861 grams, and she is an Orange Dream Het Clown. I named her Azzekeen, and she has been paired quite a few times this year. However, she has not laid any eggs. She was paired very early this year, back in March, and honestly haven't seen much sign of follicle building until very recently, which was just a few weeks ago when she started bull wrapping. So I'm hoping, I know she's probably not going to go this year, so I'm hoping that she goes next year. But again, she is one of my biggest females. So this is my female desert ghost, sitting right at the cusp of 1,500 grams. She is showing really great signs of follicle building. She's been sitting on the very cool end of her tub, bull wrapping, and just showing that she's ready to breed. Her name is TiaDoma, and I got her when she was very little, about 2 years ago. When she was less than 100 grams. So I'm really excited about what she will produce next season. I really love Desert Ghost. It's one of my favorite genes. I think what I will be pairing her to is going to produce some really great looking babies. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, just really excited about the Desert Ghost project and putting different genes, different recessives into combinations to see those colors just really become more vibrant and lighter with some extreme contrast. So this is my pastel Het Clown, nothing too special, but she is sitting at 1,518 grams. Her name is Nirvana, and I think she's a pretty decent example of a pastel. She has browned out quite a bit with her age, of course, but she still has some of that blushing yellows in her belly. So like I said, I think she's a pretty good example of a pastel. I haven't paired her to anyone yet this year, just because she hasn't been showing really strong signs that she is ready to breed. You know, she's still basking and sitting on her hot side of her tub. Haven't seen much bull wrapping or anything like that, so I'm just gonna wait it out just a few more months, see if by the end of the year she's showing more signs of follicular growth, or that she's just ready to pair with a male. All right, so this female is an Enchi Lesser. Her name is Lianna, and she is over 1,500 grams, right at 1,539 grams. And this is a female that I got about 2 years ago as well. I did pair her last season, and she did not go. As a matter of fact, at one point in time, she was building, and then she stopped eating, and she did not go. She lost a bit of weight, Last year, I think she got down to like 1,300 grams after being at 1,500. And so I'm not going to pair her this year unless she puts on some more weight. I want her to at least be at 2,000 grams, 1,800 grams before I pair her to a male, just because of how when I started pairing her last year, she stopped eating and then did not go. So my main focus is to make sure that she's healthy before, you know, pairing her to any male for breeding. So this is my fire pied possible sandblast, possible cinnamon, and possible VPI xanthic. Her name is Fiama, and she is right at 1,545 grams. And she's obviously in blue. She hasn't reached the stage where her eyes have gone gray or blue yet, but you can see if it's coming up on the camera, the whites of her scales are pretty pink right now. So she is in shed. I have paired this girl a few times, so I'm hoping that she goes this upcoming spring as well and lays some eggs. I'm really excited for her pairing because I would love to make some visual pieds, and that is the goal, to make pied. Like I said, she is possible for a few different genes, including cinnamon and sandblast and het VPI xanthic. I'm not going to try to prove out the xanthic just because it's not really in my breeding plans, and I just don't have any intention on proving it out. So I would be interested in proving out the sandblast. I don't know if that's going to be my focus this year, maybe in the years to come, but I definitely do plan to prove her out. So this is Noir, my Cypress spot nose. She is a proven breeder and sitting at 1,631 grams. I'm really excited about the pairing that I have planned for her. I've actually already paired her with a male. She's locked once with the male, and I'm hoping to get a clutch from her this upcoming spring. I think it'll be one of the best clutches I produce if she does go next year. But again, I think the odds of that are really great since she is the only proven breeder female that I now have in my collection, thanks to Ryan Hayes over at 31 South Exotics. So this is my female highway. Her name is Jaymaya, and I do have some really, really great plans for her this season. She is right under 1,600 grams, and I've paired her twice now with the male that I have. I'm really excited about the pairing. I think it's going to produce some really amazing babies, which could possibly lead, hopefully, to some world's first, at least to my knowledge. So she's been showing some really, really great signs of follicular growth. She's sitting on the cool side of the tub, bowl wrapping, and eating really well. So I'm very excited about what she'll produce this upcoming season, and really looking forward to seeing her become a first-time mom in general. So again, female highway in shed. Obviously you can see what would normally be yellow and light brown is very, very pink. She's gonna shed out, and she's a really gorgeous animal. I got her from High Desert Pythons, Antoine Hood. I was really happy with this purchase because she was a dream snake for me when I first got her. So yeah. All right, so last but not least, I have my female banana cinnamon butter, ironically sitting at the same exact weight as the last one. But her name is Nymeria. She is very, very beautiful. And I believe she's also going into shed. If the camera is picking up the color, these markings and patterns on her dorsal stripe are normally very, very white and not pink. So I always know when she's about to go into shed. even when it's early stages. But her eyes don't really get too blue. They get almost like a silver grayish color. But she is a pretty good size. I have paired her this season to a male. She's locked once, and she is a really, really great eater. Vicious eater, I should say. She eats both rats and mice. And although most people will tell you that it's just a horrible idea to switch between rats and mice, I would agree with that statement and sentiment. However, for her particularly, she's pretty much the only one that I really do this with because she just switches back and forth so often. She'll eat rats really, really great, but there are times where she will refuse food. When she does that, I'll put a mouse in there and she'll eat it like a savage. So, and then there are times where she'll refuse mice and I put a rat in there and she'll eat it like a savage. So that's particularly why I do that with her. I'd rather her eat consistently whatever it is that she wants rather than, you know, starve her out until she gets back onto rats or mice or whatever it is that she's wanting. So I don't really mind switching back and forth for her. But yeah, this girl I got about 2 years ago when she was around 200 grams, fairly small, and she's grown in size really, really well for me. I'm really happy about that. So I can't wait to see what she produces for me. And if you're wondering, she is missing some scales on her top of her head. That came from an injury due to me building one of my ARS racks improperly. The middle bar was not positioned properly, creating a gap in space from the tub to the top of the bar, and she was trying to get out during times that were close to feeding, and it damaged her scales on her head. It took me a while to figure out what was the cause of it, but I was very sad about it. But it's healing. It's actually healed almost completely. Left a little indentation, and I believe by her next shed, which is very soon, it'll start pretty much just looking like a scaleless spot on her head, unfortunately. But I definitely plan to make more beauties like her. So this girl is my single gene blackhead female. Her name is Niobi. She is, as you can see, clearly in blue, and will be shedding out here soon. But this is not a female that I am pairing this season or breeding this season. I just wanted to show her because she is very close to that breeding weight of about, you know, that 1,500 gram range. And when I do pair her, which will be next season, you know, I do hope to make some super blackhead combos with her. So I'm very excited about that. But again, just wanted to show you her because she is coming up on that weight, and I'm pretty excited about it. Here's one last female that will not be bred this year, but I just wanted to show off her, or show her off, because she is so visually striking. I just love the contrast that she has in her pattern, how bright she is, but dark at the same time. She is only at 1,154 grams. So again, obviously will not be pairing her this season, but I think by next season, she'll be more than ready. Absolutely, she is a great eater. Only eats live, but she absolutely pounds food. Any live animal that I put in her tub. Her name is Rain, and another female that I got from Ryan Hayes over at 31 South Exotics. And I got her when she was fairly big, sub-adult size, around 800 grams. So she's been gaining weight with me pretty consistently and pretty great. But a very, very beautiful animal. All right, so there you guys have it. Those were all of my females that will be included in my 2021 breeding season, if everything goes as planned and all the females are at the appropriate weight and or showing the appropriate breeding signs. So I'm really, really excited for this season. This year there will be a lot more pairings, and I actually finally have the space for as many as about 50 hatchlings. So really, really excited to get the ball rolling, but patience is key, and regardless of how long it takes, I'm just excited that I get to experience these animals grow and thrive in my care. Now, if you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe. Hit that notification button. When I do start getting some hatchlings in and some girls laying, I will be recording it. I'm going to record my entire breeding journey process, and I want to share it with you guys. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought of some of the females that I have in my collection. And I really, really, really appreciate you guys for all the likes, views, shares, all of it. So thank you so much. I will see you next time.